Alright guys, I'm gonna do another album review for a pretty underrated album. This album gets a lot of shit for the crappy production. It's a Malevolent creation, Stillborn. Came out in 1993 on Roadrunner Records. It's produced and sung by Mark Pinsky or Pinsk and co-produced by Phil Fasciano. I happen to like this album a lot. It's a little more thrashy than Retribution, and it's definitely more thrashy than the Ten Commandments. This album gets a lot of shit for having really crappy production, and I must admit, yeah, it does have crappy production. I know that Phil Fasciana and the rest of the band, they wanted to go back to more sound studios with Scott Burns producing again like they did with the first two albums, and Roadrunner Records wouldn't have it. Apparently they had some crappy reviews from the first two albums, and they just didn't want to put the money up for it. And at this time, this is '93. At this time, death metal kind of was dropping off the radar. A lot of bands were just copying each other, and the sales just hit a brick wall. And so I think that Roadrunner Records just wanted to, hey, uh, get this album out and then just cut Malevolent Creation from the roster. And that's pretty much, I think, what happened with this. I know they went out on tour for this album, and then they came back and, hey, you don't have a record deal anymore. But anyway, it's a really kick-ass album, in my opinion. You get 10 songs. Dominated Resurgency being my favorite on the album, and the title track Stillborn kick-ass as well. With this CD, there was some lineup changes from Retribution. They once again got the original guitar player John Rubin back, and Rob Barrett. I don't know if you've known, he left for Cannibal Corpse in '93. So John Rubin, he's a good replacement. He's no Rob Barrett, but being the original guitar player, I think that's pretty cool that they got him back there, that he wanted to come back. You still get Alex Marquez on drums, and Brett Hoffman on vocals, and Jason Bilashakowitz on bass, and of course Phil Fasciano on other guitar. These early Roadrunner releases, they didn't really have any sort of booklet, just a slipcover. As you can see, there's the credits. Just a slipcover with the lyrics, which I think is cool enough for me. I don't need no big fucking story or some shit in here, you know. It's pretty cool just being able to read the lyrics. But yeah, Stillborn's a good album, guys. Don't knock it just because the production's shitty. Now, what I mean by the production shitty, uh, Suffocations. What fucking album is that? Fuck, I can't even remember the goddamn album. Uh, their fucking second album. I can't fucking remember the goddamn name of it. God. Anyway, Suffocation's got an album out that came out in '93 as well that has about the same production on it. This was all digital compared to Retribution and the Ten Commandments. It sounds like it's a little unfinished, and you can hear some digital clicking on here, and the drum sound's not the greatest, and the guitar tone to me sounds fine. And Brett Hoffman's vocals are a little more low compared to Retribution. I mean, this album, that's pretty much the fucking only really bad thing with it. It's listenable. I put this in my stereo still. I mean, hands down, Retribution is my favorite death metal album of all time. I mean, if you haven't checked out my fucking review for that, you know, after this one, go check it out. But yeah, I mean, Stillborn's a good fucking album, guys. Underrated. And that's a kick-ass cover. Look at that. Dan Seagrave at his finest, dude. Dan Seagrave, awesome fucking cover artist. Yeah, so this gets my stamp of fucking approval. Definitely. Must have in your fucking collection. They're fucking brutal, guys.